What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Come on, you guys. Well, another market watch today. You know, the quarter century Bonanza booster box, or the booster set, or whatever you want to call it, is a really interesting set because it has a main core set, and then it has a 400 card subset that you can pull from it. Now, obviously, this is yet another way of Konami shorting the market, making things harder to get, so they'll hold more value. They hold more value. Maybe people will dump more money into the game or buy packs, which Konami obviously wants to happen. But this is twofold, because you can see about the gate, Blue Eyes White Dragon is currently the most expensive card. The card, this is day one, by the way, release prices. The card's currently $85, but then again, you go ahead and look, it used to be $95, so it is dropping. Then you got the next card, which is Caius. So this is more of an Edison card. It's dropping as well in value. Once again, you can see it over here being 84. It's currently $71. Then you got more collector's cards with Dark Magician, Engage, which is kind of meta. I mean, Strikers just recently came in second, but Bonfire would probably be the next card that I would consider a competitive card. This card was crazy high in pre-sale. It was what, $76? It's currently $40. So what is going to happen to the core century Bonanza? You're probably asking, V, what is good to buy and what's not good to buy? And the best evidence I can show you from the value of this set is by looking at a recent collector's card. So this is 10,000 Dragons. This kind of card used to be roughly around $1,000. The current value of, and you can see over here, $1,000. The current value of this card is roughly around about $825. It didn't tank, but it's not really doing that well. It's not really holding that value. In fact, you go here to market data, and there's only 3 sales. The last sale was last month. Before that, it was 2 months ago, and that's it. That's all you're gonna get. So, not many sales as far as 10,000 Dragons. Not doing so good value-wise. Then you look at another card like Dragon Master Magia. Now, this is yet another shorted, hard-to-get card. Once again, these are in the same category, I would argue. Dragon Master Magia is looking to see meta play come, what is it, February, when the Blue Eyes set comes out? So we know this is a current shorted, but yet potential meta card. And the value is increasing, actually. So you can see it over here. It used to be roughly, I remember it was at one point like 400. I don't know where I saw that from, though. You can see it as low as 549, though. The current value of this card is $850. So this is the opposite. And by the way, sale-wise, yeah, we have sales. We have a lot of sales. Like a crazy amount of sales. I would argue almost daily, there are sales of a Dragon Master Magia. It is changing hands almost on the daily. Now, here's your question. Looking back over at the quarter century Bonanza, where is the value? I would argue the collector's value for collectors is only temporary, and then the value starts to teeter. The value for competitive is only temporary, and the value starts to increase as long as it holds meta prevalence. Meaning that I think that Bonfire QCR will continue to go down after a point and then start increasing in value, more than likely around the same time next month when we get the new support. Well, not really support, but you get what I'm saying, like Rising of Malice, the Bonfire support. So this card is going to see play. It is going to be good. It's definitely going to see an increase in value, but right now it's going to start decreasing in value, which is really important for those that are looking to buy QCR Bonfire. I said it forever. I bought Ultra Red Bonfires. I have Max Ready Fire minus Ultra Red Bonfires, and the reason why is because CRs, don't buy them. You don't ever touch them. At this point, all a collector's rare is a QCR waiting room. That's all it is. It's all it's ever going to be. Konami has shown that time and time again. If you want to buy some CRs, I don't blame you. There's some really nice CRs. They're cheap, by the way. I did a live stream the other day on Twitch TV, YGOPaisano. People were pointing out cards like Draw Lockbird CR, cards like Cosmic Cyclone CR, and how cheap they are and how nice they look. And they're not wrong. They're very cheap. They look really nice. But Konami is obviously dipping into the secondary market by doing this. Now, do I think, and by the way, I'm still congested. I still got a little bit of a cold, so I'll be done with that soon. But Dark Magician Girl QCR, she is roughly around $92. I do see this going down in value. I know the waifu tax is a hold because it's a collector's waifu tax. It only holds after, so collectors does this. They kind of have like an under and an over. You get what I'm saying? And I think Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician QCR. I think these are going to go down in value and then do a big bubble and pop back to the other side and start rising in value. But it's not going to happen immediately due to the fact that Konami, if you have looked and noticed, has been dumping collector's cards into the market. I mean, Blue Eyes White Dragon fanboys, let them know. Every alternate version of Blue Eyes White Dragon has been made into a QCR. Every version of it. They put it on shoes. You want to get a pair of shoes, you get a Blue Eyes. Like, it's been crazy. Same with Dark Magician, and more than likely, same with Dark Magician Girl. Temporary value, temporary money, which Konami loves to hear about, because that means that packs get pulled in the short term, because there's no longevity on these boxes, by the way. These boxes are, for the majority of these boxes, booster boxes, are terrible longevity. But in the short term, great sales. That's why Core Century Bonanza booster boxes is currently roughly around almost $100 a box, despite the fact, and by the way, it's still down 20% from its pre-sale prices. But it will continue to go down in value in time. But that's not today. And that's what Konami obviously wants to do with you guys. All right. I'm like I said, I'm still a little bit congested, so just, you know, that'll be over soon, a couple of days. Looking over at Engage, roughly around $69. Yu-Gi-Oh players. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be honest with you. This is the best version. I hated the alternate art version of Engage. I think this is going to sell relatively good. But once again, it's competitive. It's competitive, but is it really? Hard to tell. Before this YCS that recently happened, where Strikers got second, if you said Strikers and competitive, you'd be laughed at. But now it's like, it kind of is. Linkage, being the other expensive card in the set currently right now, is roughly around $49, about $50 actually. Linkage also can be going down in value as well. Once again, do not buy these cards right now. They're still going down. Do not buy something as it goes down in value unless you really need it. So, like, obviously, if you're looking to get ready for the YCS in California next month, you're going to want to grab those QCR bonfires, even though they're falling. You just got to be careful when you buy them. But if you want to buy, like, Strikers, and you're like, I just like Strikers like max rarity, I don't blame you. Me too. But don't buy them right now because they're going to continue to fall in value. Also, Konami did something really cool. They added a lot of Edison cards in here. So, like, Core Century Judgment Dragons in here, which is an Edison card. I like that a lot, to be honest with you. Though I will say, if you get a QCR version of Judgment Dragon, it probably looks nice, but you have two problems. One, it's not the most expensive, so it's not the highest value, which means the resale value is not going to be as high. It'll still have good resale value, but nowhere near as high as, I would argue, Ultimate Rare Judgment Dragon. Original Secret Rare will have pretty good value as well, and probably have better sell value than a QCR. With that said, you'll still have good QCR sell value. I just want you to take that into understanding and notice, because I think this is a great card, but do not buy this card yet. BLS, Envoy of the Beginning is an excellent card. Now, here's the question. Which version of BLS Envoy in the Beginning do you buy? Because the problem with this card is it has a lot of printings as well, so the market is starting to get diluted. And this is what Konami's been doing a lot lately, actually. Do you buy the CR, which used to be a lot of money, man. CR used to be crazy money. We're talking $250. Current value of the CR is about $90. That's for unlimited. First edition's not too far away though. It's about $93. Do you buy the CR, which does look nice too? Do you get the original? Do you get the Dark Edition 2? By the way, the D-Rev version. The D-Rev, which is also, once again, it's not bad, and the market's starting to get really diluted. About $37. So do you get that version? Or do you get the original print version of BLS at this point? So it's either original or it's either the prettiest looking, I would argue. Original print's gonna come out of Invasion of Chaos. So we'll look at first edition, let you play near mint. And the reason I'm saying this is because this card definitely, I mean, it's 140. And then you're looking over here for the QCR, it's about 70. So what makes more sense to buy? I would argue this is probably gonna be the better value, you know, to resell as well as buy. But this is probably the best looking would be the QCR, I would argue. Like, I think QCR is better looking, but which one do you care for in that case? Moving forward, we have Red Eyes Black Dragon. Once again, more collector's cards. Upstart Goblin. Now, this is, once again, with Strikers. Strikers really got a huge boost out of nowhere from here, which is kind of crazy. Something that shocked me is Triple Tactics Thrust, the QCR. There's not a lot of money, actually. So Triple Tactics Thrust is roughly around $68. This is the QCR. Here's the issue. Is the QCR better than the Ultra Rare? I would argue probably not. But in the beginning, it would be. Let me explain. So, being the fact that this is a 400 card subset, Konami basically purposely short this set. Meaning, the QCR Triple Tactics Thrust looks like it's expensive and like it's a money card, right? Well, the Ultimate Rare is just harder to get in general, meaning that it's right now relatively low in value, being roughly around 35. I would argue for you to buy the Ultimate Rare, which will hold better value, which is harder to get, which isn't current. So the more current it is away, the more money people want to put into it, especially if it's a high rarity, which Ultimate Rare I would argue is a high rarity. Yes, the rest has a bunch of other printings because it just recently got a bunch of other printings, but the QCR is going to tank in value. Do not buy this version. Do not. If you're gonna buy a QCR Thrust, buy Ultimate Rare instead. Is better bang for your buck. Cyber Dragon got a QCR as well. Cool. I mean, listen. If you're buying QCR Cyber Dragons, it's pretty. Ultimate Rare original for was a D-Rev, I think it was. What? Big money. Dark Paladin QCR, once again, collective stuff. Eradicated Epidemic Virus got a QCR. Now, I will say, this is kind of crazy. Eradicated Epidemic Virus has original print secret rare, which is usually a crazy amount of cash. I mean, we're talking over $100. And it's now $28. In fact, you go over here, you can see it. Well, it's not really dropping yet in price. Only one's been sold. And I think this is a good card. Don't get me wrong. It's a one-of-needed card if you're looking to play Labyrinth. And Labyrinth are slowly starting to pull away from playing this card. Card Trooper got a QCR as well. So the QCR Card Trooper actually is, once again, a very interesting pick to choose from to make a QCR. It's currently roughly around $25. The value of this card, by the way, pre-sale is about $40. You can see it here in the market price. And you go over here, and only one is sold as well. So is it worth getting Card Trooper at the moment? No, not at all. Do not buy this card with Mirror Force. This card's trash. I'm just going to throw it out there. I think this card's going to be like $2 or $3 QCR. And the reason why is because people want the valuable one. They want the original. Nobody wants a QCR for Mirror Force. Dark Vision Girl Platinum Secret Rare is like, is it really $10? I know it was pre-selling for like 40 as well. Yeah, it's $10. Sell that fast. That's a fast sell, easy money. Then you have Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, but once again, like, can I just sum up Quarter Century Bonanza Booster? For the most part, Quarter Century Bonanza Booster is like a nice thing that you didn't expect, and you're like, oh, that's nifty, and then you just don't care anymore. And there are a few cards where I'm like, oh shit, this, it's dope, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But for the most part, Quarter Century Bonanza Booster, you don't like. For a majority of OTS owners, they're gonna buy sealed and promote sealed and say you should buy sealed and you should buy these sealed packs and sealed boxes because obviously the price is a lot of money. And Konami wants to make a lot of money, so they want to promote this. Realistically speaking, the call to collectives for Quarter Century Bonanza Booster is where Konami's gonna make a lot of its short-term money. Mid-term and long-term will be probably for the Edison / competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players. And to be honest with you, a lot of these cards are not what competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players really care about, especially Edison. Edison players do not care. I'm just going to throw it out there for Quarter Century Mirror Force. They're just not going to care. If you want Max Ray Edison, you're going to want the original print Mirror Force. If you want Edison to look all cute and shiny and blinged out, yeah, Mirror Force Quarter Century is not bad, but it has a bunch of other printings. Why the hell you can spend $35 for it? It makes no sense. For competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players, Thrust is not bad, but you're not getting competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players to drop $68 on a QCR Thrust. They're not going to do it. We're not doing this. It makes no sense. Now, other cards like Quarter Century Secret Rare Eradicate Epidemic Virus, maybe for Labyrinth players, I think they would do it. I think Labyrinth players would definitely care about that. Deck Devi being $20 for QCR, it's still a little pricey. Not bad though. Deck Devi has an Ultimate Rare. One thing for Edison players, it has an Ultimate Rare, which is really, really overpriced. It's really high in the market because there's very few of them existing. And then it has what? Super Rare, and that's really it. So to have a QCR, this might sell for Edison actually, but once again, not in the short term, more like mid to long term. Konami's been trying to hit everything as much as possible. They mentioned Fissure as well, being $27. Super Rare used to be like the money one, and now this kind of like low Super Rare. I would still buy Super Rare, but QCR is cool, I guess. Look at a lot of these cards. Once again, like, look at all these cards, dude. Like, none of these are competitive current meta. Konami's literally releasing a set and going, hey, Edison players, we'll see you in a couple of months. Hey, collectors, buy right now. Most competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't going to care as much. You build the Ultimate Nightmare, the Terror Incarnate, nobody really wants that. They already have the other versions. If you're still playing Yubel, first of all, hey, cool. Let me know if anyone plays Yubel in a month. And that's one thing I want to know. If Yubel plays will still be around in a month when we have Rising of Malice. A lot of players will still be around when we have Rising of Malice. Very interesting, actually. SP Low Knight. What, did I pass that? That was the one I wanted to really look into is a lot, to be honest with you, because I know SP Little Knight already has a QCR, so they can't reprint a QCR of it. By the way, QCR SP Little Knight has been going down a little bit in value. Used to be around 400. It's currently around 338. Myself, personally speaking, I mean, you can say I'm biased, whatever. I don't really care about the value of this card, to be honest with you. But what I want to say is, I think SP Little Knight will do a bounce back. We see this a lot with Starlight Rares. When they do get a QCR, they go down and then they just shoot back up. And I think with a QCR like SP Little Knight, I think they'll do the same thing unless Konami continuously reprints this. But we don't know if it's going to happen as a continuous reprint due to the fact that this set has SP Little Knight reprinted in spades. I mean, you got the Core Century Bonanza Super Rare, $5. You got the Secret being $8. I mean, these are great prices for SP Little Knight. And I'm glad we have a lot of these reprints because it desperately needed it. The original print of SP Little Knight came out of Age of Overlord. After that, we don't have anything besides Dueling Mirrors Prismatic Secret Rare, which used to be a lot more money. I mean, you can see over here, it was about $40 Secret Rare before it now went down to about the $20 range. And then look at the other SP Little Knights. And I would argue that these SP Little Knights, I mean, like Secret SP Little Knight, this is going to continue to go down in value, don't get me wrong. But $750 for a Secret SP Little Knight, damn good. So it's good to see that this got reprinted, that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players now have more access to this card because they're going to need this card. So this is one thing that I do like about Core Century Bonanza. SP Little Knight's in here. Now, here's the question. Do you crack packs of Core Century Bonanza to try to pull your SP Little Knight? Hell no. Fuck no. You just don't do it. It's dumb as hell. OTS store owners, listen to me. You need to have these cracks packed, singles set up, and sold online today. You need to sell your singles today of Core Century Bonanza. The value of your players in your store that come every Saturday or whenever you have your locals is diminishing as far as their want of this set. They don't want this set, but the singles market would chew this set up alive. You pull SP Little Knight even as a super rare, and that's a $7 super rare. I mean, that's money in the bank. So I would argue for every OTS store owner, crack, open, sort, and sell the singles. For the players, just buy the singles. Like, don't buy. I forget how much. I don't know how much a pack of this set is, but whatever it is, it's not worth it. Just buy your SP Little Knight. Like, just buy. It's easy. I would argue too. Oh, they got the collector's rare one looks kind of nice, but $17. The ultimate rare. Where's the ultimate rare one? Yeah, prismatic ultimate rare probably looks insane. About $10. I would buy that one. I would easily buy that one right now if I was you. Prismatic ultimate rare looks so good. Listen, prismatic ultimate rare. I'm starting to warm up to. It looks really nice. Do I have any over here? Yeah, I got a prismatic ultimate rare. Grass is greener. I mean, look at that. That shit looks crazy. Original print ultimate rares are always better. OTS ultimate rares are always better. But this is nice. I could do with a whole set of this. Just a box, and every card is this rarity. Don't change it. Don't do nothing to this. Dude, we're talking like Ash, Imperm. I'd be insane. I totally buy that box. I would buy a case of that if it had a bunch of staples in that rarity. Throw it out there. A lot of cool decor stuff like House Dragon Maid alternate art. I do like the Dragon Maid stuff. Nepthabis, Atlantean Prince is a card I personally want. I know a lot of water players will want this as well. Nepthabis is going down in value though. So look, it was pre-selling for $40. It's currently $24. Yeah, so if you want to get your Nepthabis QCR, just wait a little bit longer. The price was probably selling around $10 to $12 for a QCR, and that's probably the best price to buy Nepthabis. Six Samurai has a lot of great Six Samurai cards on here too. Same thing with Nepthabis. I would give the same advice. Just wait a little bit longer, and you can get at a discounted price. Heroes, I mean, I don't have to mention anything to hero players. They do their own thing. Hero players do their own thing. Hero Perfection, I think this is a terrible slot waste because as a Ghost Rare just blows up the water. This might have like, it might have some like short-term value, but Ghost Rare is blast that card out the water. 1-for-1 Alternate QCR, another great pick out of this set. Excellent pick for TCG players, for SM players as well. The current value of this card is around $23. This is a great buy. I think this card is going to, so we can look already, and you can see other prices were selling one. Like you would get like, I would show you a card and it would have like one price. Another card, one price. This one has a lot of sales. And I do think that price of this can potentially go up in value in a short term to about 35 to 40 before going back down in value because of the hype and the want from the Yu-Gi-Oh player base. Brings another excellent card used in Edison. Not really Edison. I mean, it's used in gold format. Pretty cool, but I don't know. I wouldn't go too crazy for it. let's see what else we got over here. Starlight Road Core Century Secret Rare is great. That's an excellent pick for Edison players. That's going to get swallowed up, but once again, just wait. You'll be able to buy this cheaper. Core Century Secret Rare Crystal Charity. I wish they made like a cool alternate art. I mean, I own the first edition super rare version, but an alternate art would be kind of badass. That's a really great pick. It's also holding in value perfectly. Look at the listings: $25.98, market price $25.99. Like, that's holding in value. Out of all these cards, probably one of the best cards to hold in value. Crystal Charity is a one-up, but it's, once again, it's like 1-for-1 where everyone's gonna want to buy it today because they need it as soon as possible. So the value might like peak up a little bit and then shoot back down. So just be careful and wait about that before you go in and buy that. Nightmare Phoenix is getting a QCR treatment. It's still going down in value because Phoenix has a bunch of other print things as well. Still really relatively cool. I actually pulled that one in my pack. Let's see, magical hats, Dragon Maid Hospitality. Once again, more Dragon Maid stuff. Armory Arm getting a reprint here is pretty badass. Once again, it's another thing that you might want to consider picking up. Not needed at the moment, but eventually. That's all I'm saying a lot when it comes to Edison cards. Arch Nemesis Protos. I wish this came out earlier because a lot of players, particularly my Ritual Beast players, want this card. And now Ritual Beast players are like, well, you made mulch armies. We're like, the fuck, Konami? Like, we can't do anything. So it's so cool. It's gonna keep going down. I wouldn't be surprised if QCR hits about like $7 to $8 selling at, and I think that would be a good price to buy this one at. Necros Aprionic. Can we talk about Necros for a second in general? So Necros is getting new support. Everyone's really excited about Necros. Necros has a lot of older printings, like really old printings, and just recently got a reprint. Let me ask you a question right now. If you had to buy Necros, would you buy the old printings or would you buy the QCRs? Me personally, and once again, this is my personally, and this is why I might start doing. I have to buy a lot of deck quests, but eventually when I can make my way over to start buying Necros, I like the old Secret Rares out of Secret Forces. So Necros are Trish, Necros are Brionic, Necros are Valk. Those are Secret Rares all day long. Now, Shuret getting a QCR, I would want to buy that one. You know, I think that's a great one to buy. Necros of Unicorn, it also has a secret rare. I'd probably buy that one as well. Gonna get one, sure. You know, it's a dollar card. So I wouldn't really. What I'm trying to show you is Brionic, Unicorn, Valkyries, Trishula. As far as QCRs, they're holding good value for now, but they're dropping from their market value. Whereas Shuret, it's the one holding nearest to its market value. That's the one. If you're looking to buy Necros today, you buy the QCR Shurets. You don't touch anything else. That's my recommendation. Being the fact that there's no other. That's the highest rated from Super Rare Shuret. All right, moving forward, let's see. We got a lot of pages to go through, but I mean, it's a lot of the same thing I'm going to be saying. Xaviers, one thing, a lot of Edison cards. Just wait if you're an Edison player. You don't need to rush for this. Some of this. Gore's getting QCR. I think it's a waste of slot. Gore's has a Ghost Rare, looks really good. Gore's also has a Retro Pack misprint, really cool. The QCR ones is like, all right, yeah. You just started playing Edison like today, like yesterday, this week. Oh, that's how I feel about that. Let me know. Anyway, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Is this the alternate art version? I really want to buy the QCR alternate art Ghost Sister Spooky Dogwood. I really think they're really cool looking. I own the Secret Rare set, but I think buying that's not bad. But it's dropping in value right now, and of course it is. The only player running Ghost Sister Spooky Dogwood is Murmur players. They run one their side because they can search it. That's simple. Promethean Princess, another card which is finally being shown up here. Though I will say people will probably start buying more of this, which is weird because, don't get me wrong, I love Promethean Princess. Obviously, I bought the QCRs. I love the artwork of the card. I think Konami did a great job with this card design-wise when they wanted to promote the next Tier 0 deck, which we currently have right now. But before we get the other next Tier 0 deck, Promethean Princess has an Ultra Rare from Phantom Nightmare, which obviously has went down in value. The Ultra Rare version of the card is about $9, $10. The QCR version of this card is a crisp 140. By the way, it used to be a lot more. I mean, where was it? Here we go. It used to be around $500. Card looks damn good as a QCR. Like, this is a QCR. If you hold this QCR and you ever even think about selling it for 140, you are dumb as hell. Let me explain why. It's the same as selling Apple, like, back in the day. Like, you wouldn't do that. Like, this has crazy potential value. I would even add furthermore if you can even get the playmat, which I don't own. I really want to get the regional playmat, but I always feel weird about buying a regional playmat. Maybe I'll get a cool custom one, just because this card's so good. It looks amazing. Konami, this is one of the things where Konami has good artwork, waifu tax, tier 0 meta deck, all in one card. This is great, and I hope with Rise of Malice we also get that kind of treatment. Hopefully more. I'm looking towards Malice more because I don't think there's not many waifus in Rise. Going forward though, Promethean Princess is getting a bunch of rarity printing, so it's easier to get. In fact, the quarter-century secret version of Promethean Princess is about $1.50, so it's easier to get this card, which is great for a lot of players that do want to play Fire. Now, will Fire be still around next month when we get Mass and Ryzeal? I would argue yes, but not as much as you're seeing right now. In fact, I would argue that there will be more 10-by players than actual other Fire players. All right, so we have Gear Town, Dark and Dragon, Dragon Rules. They put them in here as well. That's that was a choice they made. Dark and Dragon, Nemesis Corridor getting QCR once again. This is such a wasted slot. Nemesis Corridor, all the Nemesis stuff should have been put in an earlier QCR set. They would have sold like that. I'll tell you that right now. Silent Mining is getting a QCR. QCR Silent Mining will be technically the highest rarity version. Not technically, realistically, the highest rarity of Silent Mining is about $15. And some are selling. I mean, once again, there's that one of them. Someone went and just bought a little bit of everything, called it a day. But if you look at the pre-sale price, it's around the same price. It's not doing like anything crazy. Players will need to get their Silent Minings if you do not own any. Once again, it's getting a bunch of printings. The original Out of Dark Neostorm is what I currently own. I think it's really nice. Let me know what you guys think about that one. It's only $4 or $5. But it has a bunch of other printings, including QCR, which once again beat the highest rarity. It's also inflated at the moment right now, but can it go higher in value? Will Silent Mining be the card to rise in value at a quarter-century Bonanza for Malice? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it'll be another card, which we'll get to in a second. There it is. Right here. This card. Allure of Darkness. I think this, if you're looking to play Malice, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to get a max rarity, I don't blame you. It probably looks insane, max rarity. But if you got to choose between Silent Mining and Allure of Darkness for max rarity, I would go Allure of Darkness just because of how crazy it's going. It's about $17 right now for Allure of Darkness. People are buying it up. This is the one people are wanting. So this is the one I would highly recommend. With that said, as always with that said, Allure of Darkness has another higher rarity, which is worth more money. But it's up to you if you want to grab that rarity because it's high. Once again, worth more money. The value of this card for Ultimate Rare, original print Ultimate Rare, is about $129. You're going to need 3 of that. In the OCG, they're like, I will do 2. I'll do like 1. In TCG, we read a card and that shit just says, draw. We just put that card down and go, I want 3 of that in my deck today. I just, no, not once per turn? Not once per turn? No? Anyone? Okay. Yeah, I want 3 of that card. Like, we don't care in TCG. We do not care whatsoever. Not once per turn, 3 of. Oh, banish dark monsters in a dark deck? You got it. Like, Allure of Darkness, don't get me wrong, is going to be the card. Once again, like I said, QCR Allures probably going to look better than the Ultimate Rares. I personally like Ultimate Rare more, but I guess a lot of players might say it does. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I personally like QCR Allures, but Ultimate Rares are better. All right. Moving forward, I mean, there's a bunch of other thrusts, obviously, and they're all going to have decent values. You can see right here, thrust, decent values. Galatea, I don't think Orcus is going to do anything even with the new Orcus support because we had DD Crow as well as Bystials that exist in the game, and Bystials are going to be being played in Malice, so even worse. I think Orcus are cool. I think they have cool artwork. I think it's cool that they're getting new support. And in an alternate universe where Bystials don't exist, yeah, I think Orcus would be a real force on the game. Even with DD Crow only, I think Orcus would cook. But due to the fact that we have Bystials and due to the fact that we have 3, like there's so much. You got Bystials, you got 3 Shifter, like, yeah, it's not going to be a good day to be anybody playing Orcus. I'm just going to throw it out there. You're going to get absolutely cooked. Oh, Wanted in this set. Now, Wanted to get a QCR out of its original printing. But this Wanted, I mean, you have a bunch of other versions of Wanted. Actually, hold a little Ultra Rare Wanted. Look how cute that is. Look at that. That's nifty. Wanted, and then obviously I type in this exact name, and broke ass TCG player has to go and do all this crap. But if you go ahead and look at Wanted, I mean, you got Angel Overlord, it's went down in value. You got 25th Dueling Prismatic, about $8. And then, of course, after Bonanza, it just sprinkles Wanted all over the place. and it still holds good value. It holds great value. In fact, the Core Century Bonanza version of Wanted, which is a secret rare, about $6. This guy has 35 of them. Jesus, that's the way to do it, dude. Listen, if I still have my OTS store, this is exactly what I would do. I would hold like a box or two of Core Century Bonanza for the players and destroy everything else and throw it on the market. You'd walk into my store and I'd be listing cards in stacks and get money, dude. You get crazy money doing that. Another cool thing about that is that jacks your TCG player count up, so you can do pre-sales. For anyone who doesn't know, doing pre-sales with TCG player is a pain. You have to maintain like a good amount of like everything. I forgot to call it. Like you have to maintain a high referral rate. I think it's like 300 sales. I think it is. They might have changed it from when I last looked into it. And the reason why you gotta maintain that obviously is because you want to get behind pre-sales because you make money on pre-sales. You make good money on pre-sales. Diabellus of the Black Witch is another card. It's crazy when they're giving us this, and next month, but not as many players will need Diabellus Star. No, not many players will need Wanted. But right now you do need Wanted. You do need Diabellus Star. And then they made Diabellus on Ultimate Rare at an OTS Tournament Pack 26, which look at that drop. Holy, $76 to $35. It dropped and fell like a tank. Move this back a bit for you guys. It's about $3 for a secret rare out of Core Century Bonanza. Once again, not bad value, but would you need it next month? Probably not. You're not gonna need it. Most won't need it. I'm still keeping all my stuff like that. My QCRs and all that stuff, I'm locking that in. Bonfire gets a Prismatic Ultimate Rare. Once again, really cool. If you're gonna spend that kind of money, just save up and get the Prismatic, the Core Century Secret Rare. I think that's a better one to buy. Then Polymerization got alternate arts, which is really cool, but this kind of kills Polymerization's original print, doesn't it? In the short term, I would argue. And they got the hero art. The hero art version of this card is probably the best looking version, and it's also the one that's pretty much. It said heroes on it. I should have known better. It said heroes. It said like, dude, people were buying this for 10s. Today 15s. Oh, okay. This got bought out. That's why. Yeah. Of course it did. This is like the best version for the hero players. Hero players heard about that and they're like, clean them out. I want 8.5. Like, hero players just want to buy all that stuff that says heroes on it. DCD was getting a Core Century Secret Rare. I think that this is cool. I think the Turtle Pack one's better. Value-wise, it'll still be better. It'll still hold better value. But to look nice, that's what you're getting a Deep Sea Diva QCR. Same with Totally Awesome, by the way. Totally Awesome getting a Core Century Secret Rare. Once again, the Secret Rare is better value-wise. I would argue, right? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is better. Let's see. It's about $11. Okay. What's the Secret Rare doing? Is the Secret Rare worth more out of Invasion Vengeance? Or is the QCR worth more? Let's see. First, actually, it's right here. Oh, wow. $5 for the Secret. So the Secret Rare is $5. The QCR actually is outshining the Secret Rare. That's crazy. Obviously, it's going down in value, but I mean, people are buying this. Wow. Yeah, okay. So I got to pick up 2 of these. And if you're looking to play any kind of member deck, you need to pick up 2 of these as well. That's crazy. I'm still going to buy this. I own 1 Secret Rare. What I'm going to do personally, I'm buying another Secret Rare and then buying 2 QCRs. Call it a day. Let's see what else we got here. The Dragon Colossus, nobody cares. That's Ultimate Rare. Like this was a wasted slot. Ritual Beast Tamer Elder gets a QCR. Once again, I think Ritual Beast would be insane in the game right now if Molcharmies didn't exist. Like, Molcharmies existing is the reason why Ritual Beasts aren't winning everything you're looking at. Like, or at least topping a bunch of events. I think we'll see Ritual Beast still top sporadically. But man, Ritual Beast would absolutely go crazy if Molcharmies didn't exist. But they do. Remember, Abyssius getting QCR, cool. Ultimate Rare still exists, nobody cares. Heat Wave, I mean, that's cool. And if you're looking to play Tempai, there it is. But if you're looking to play Tempai, there it is. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. Mega Fenneby's Draco Sack. I mean, that's nifty. I think the old Secret Rare is just better. I don't even care about price at that point, but I mean, it's cool. It's getting a QCR. The only deck really running that is the fire decks that run Kashtira's, but that's kind of falling out of favor. Trapture getting a QCR made sense due to the fact that it had a CR. Like, if it has a CR, it's coming to way of going, you can buy it now. We're gonna make a QCR, and it's gonna blast the price of this card to nothing. Like, that's what it is. Like, if Konami makes another set with CRs, tell them to kick rocks. Unless, once again, unless Malice and Ryzen has CRs, then guess what? Everyone's gonna be trying to grab those cards. All right, Fable Lurie, cool. I like the Dual Chrono more. Like, I own the DT, and the QCR sold last night. Someone pulled it, and I was like, yeah, it's cool. Value-wise, it's not, like, crazy. You know? Like, it doesn't... Like, it's not going crazy, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, I own the DT. I think the DT is way better. DT did go down, by the way. It used to be 30. Now it's about $18. So that's not bad of a buy, but that's the one I personally like. Thunder Dragon Ryo got a bunch of reprints, even though Ultra Rare exists. Ultra Rare is really... It's probably the best version. We'll do this last page, because I think how long is this video? 35 minutes? Yeah, I'm just babbling at this point, but I want to go over, like, I really want to hit to you guys that if, you know, kind of player you are, is how much of this set you're going to buy. But buying packs is the dumbest thing ever. Dude, buying packs in this set is basically like buying a lottery ticket, scratching it, and it's saying, hey, you won a chance to buy another lottery ticket that will actually have a cash value prize. That's what Core Century Bonanza is. It's you crack a pack, and you got your main set. The main set isn't that good value-wise, but you got the subset, and the subset could be as high as $75, $85, and as low as a nickel. So, I mean, cracking packs makes no sense unless you're an OTS owner, because you bought this at retail from Konami, and you can crack, open, sort, sell these fast today, because everyone's going to want to go ahead and buy the singles. The singles market is going to get ripped alive. The sealed market is going to dry up fast because of the singles market. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense to anybody watching this video. I think it's really important. Almost as important as people buying QCR Dragoons. Lulz, do not buy that. I mean, if you want to buy QCR Dragoons, sure, but man, like that's like the silver medal of cards for Mermels. I mean, it looks cool, but like Ultra Rare is, you know, really nice. All right, look at everything else over here. Oh, we finally get to the Core Century Bonanza packs. I don't know what the does it say what the MSRP on these bad boys are, but it's not that. The pre-sale forever was around almost $10. The value now is $5, which is not bad value, but it's pretty bad value. Let's see what the MSRP on this pack is. Hold on. $6 a pack. It's literally selling $1 under MSRP. Yeah, like I said, if you're an OTS store, open crack, sort, and sell this as soon as possible. If you're players, do not buy this. Go buy a lottery ticket, and if you win money on your lottery ticket, you can use that to buy the singles. Do not buy sealed. You are dumb as hell if you buy sealed. Smart if you just buy singles. There it is. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. It's your boy V, and you guys also have a great day.